Hello, this is Pastor Roland. We're continuing our reading in Mark chapter 11. So let's continue, shall we? Jesus just made his triumphal entry into Jerusalem. And then he went to the temple. Well, first thing he did is he passed by a fig tree. He was hungry. He passed by the fig tree and there were no figs on it. And so he said, "No man will ever eat figs from you again," he said. Then he went to the temple, and you know the story, what happened. There were a bunch of money changers in there and people selling stuff, and he kicked them out. He booted them out. He said, doesn't it say in the scripture that my house shall be known over all the world as a house of prayer? But you've made it into a den of thieves. So he booted them out. But here's the interesting thing. The scribes and the chief priests were there, and you know what? They started to talk among themselves about how they might kill him, because they feared him, it says. They feared him. They feared him because the people were astonished at Jesus' teachings. So you see, what these scribes and Pharisees feared was losing power. You know, the experts, the religious bureaucrats, all manner of bureaucrats in the world, aren't there? Governmental bureaucrats, all manner. You've encountered them, officious people. And then, of course, the experts who have degrees on the wall. See? They lord it over you with their degrees and their knowledge and their position. They lord it over you. And that's how they get their power, and that's how they make a lot of money. Okay? Well, what did Jesus do? He didn't have just shallow knowledge. He had the real thing. He had understanding. He had real power and real love. See? And the people recognized that authority, which came from within, came from the Father. The people recognized that authority, and they were astonished. And so the scribes and the chief priests were jealous, and they were afraid of him. Okay? So there you have it. So even today, but even today you have whistleblowers that want to tell the truth, and what happens? They're usually the ones that are persecuted and then end up getting fired or something, because the other people fear them, especially the ones in power fear them, because they're going to rock the boat. Okay? And the ones who are in power, they want to hang on to the power, to their money, to their position, to their perks. They don't want anybody rocking the boat. See? Plus, they might be revealed. You've heard of Murphy's Law, that people rise to the level of their incompetence. Have you heard that? Well, there's a lot of truth to that. People rise to the level of their incompetence. So a lot of times those people in power are on a very shaky, wobbly footing indeed. And if someone comes along who is a truth speaker, will expose them for what they are. Shallow, phony. See, pretending to know when they really don't know, meddling and making a mess out of things, and see, that sort of thing. So anyway, then Jesus went back on his way with the disciples, and then it was, I'm looking at my Bible here, and then they passed by the fig tree the next morning, and Peter, remembering what had happened, said to him, "Master, behold, the fig tree which you cursed is withering away." And Jesus said to them, "Have faith in God. For verily I say to you, that whosoever shall say to this mountain, Be moved, and be cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that these things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatever he said. Therefore I say to you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. Okay? Now I think the key to in this phrase here is and shall not doubt in his heart. See, shall not doubt in his heart. Okay? Doubt. Those doubts are always tempting you to doubt God, to not trust God, to not believe in God. Okay? They're tempting you to doubt. Now, why would doubt, or why would the evil one, or unwholesome influences, or other people, why would they try to tempt you to doubt yourself? Why would they do that? Because doubt is sin. And doubt disconnects you from God. See, there's a couple of ways to get disconnected from God. One of them is through resentment, okay, hatred. And another one is through doubt. Okay? Now, doubt takes many, many forms. You have all kinds of doubters. The atheists are doubters. The agnostics are doubters. The people who believe in evolution, although I believe in a kind of an evolution, but the kind of evolution that they are espousing, godless, mindless evolution, that's obviously a fraud, so they're doubters. Okay? Those people who believe that the universe just has always been, or just somehow came into being through a big bang, all that kind of stuff, they're doubters. See? But the question is, what I want to focus on here is what Jesus was talking about. He said, when you pray and you ask for something, see, if you don't doubt in your heart, see, don't doubt in your heart. So where do these doubts come from? Where do they come from? Well, they come from the tempter, who wants to tempt you to doubt, because doubt was the original sin. Remember in the Garden of Eden? Adam doubted God. And then he reached for the forbidden fruit. He knew what God had said. God said, don't eat it. Adam knew that, but he doubted it. See, the serpent said, did God really say not to eat of that? So there was the doubt. Okay? So what you must learn to do, and then I'll make an end to this recording here, what you must learn to do is to doubt the doubt thoughts. Dismiss the doubt thoughts. Don't struggle with them. On the one hand, don't give in to them. On the other hand, if you struggle with them, you give them power. Okay? If you give in to them, well, that's not good. So what you do is learn to stand back and observe them. See? Observe them. Don't believe them. Don't disbelieve them. Just watch them. Okay? Don't interact with them in any way. Okay? Go about your business. Pray your prayer. Go about your life. Okay? And don't doubt. You're used to struggling with thoughts. You don't want to struggle with them. You give them power that way. On the other hand, you want to give in to them. Okay? You have to find a way to stand back and observe them. Okay? That's what the meditation that I have, proper meditation, teaches you how to do. So I highly recommend that you get the meditation. It'll help you not to doubt. Okay? My name is Pastor Roland.